So it is Saturday morning and Memorial Day weekend, and I am sitting out on the porch enjoying some beautiful weather. And Mike just came out and said, let's go somewhere. Let's go on a little day trip, road trip. I'm tired of working. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. And it's gonna be fun. We always love taking little adventures. And this is so like sporadic and random. And I'm excited. So I'll show you where we're going and what we do when we get there. So we jumped in the car and headed towards Arkansas. We ended up in Northwest Arkansas. We stopped and ate at one of our favorite little Mexican restaurants along the way. It's called La Hacienda. And then we grabbed us a DQ dipped cone. Hadn't had one of those in years. And then I remembered we have been watching this show called Fixer to Fabulous. And it's about a couple in Northwest Arkansas that purchased this 1800s home and renovated it, and they rent it out as a vacation home. So we drove by that, and it was really cool to see something like that in person. We also went to a place called Crystal Bridges, and it was recommended by my friend Tina, and so we just walked around and enjoyed the beautiful weather, and it was just fun to see these sculptures and some of the cool art. And then we literally turned around and came home. So that was a nice little day trip. Sunday night, we ended up at a Drillers game with our friends, and that was a really great time. It was, of course, their Memorial Day fireworks celebration happening, and the Drillers won. So Braden had a pretty rude awakening when he opened the door to step outside on Monday morning. Yikes, you guys, I'm so glad it was him and not me, even though he hates snakes just as much as I do. Okay, so it is Monday. We don't have a lot going on today, so I decided to tackle this window and another job that you'll see here in a little bit. Finally getting this trim painted. I'm doing my little tape off technique that I've shown you all before, where you tape it off and then you use your base color, which is white, and you paint over the tape up next to your trim, and that way if any bleeding happens, it bleeds up under and creates a seal of white paint, so that whenever I paint my black here in a little bit, I shouldn't have any bleeding happening up under my tape, and it creates those super straight, crisp, clean lines. I'm not one to cut in. It takes me a lot longer to create a straight line cutting in. I know some people are super great at that. I am not. And I actually made a whole entire video, well, a YouTube short showing this technique. So if you want to learn how to do this, check out that little video. Okay, so I am out on the front porch at our beautiful front door, which is very dirty right now. And little Miss Salem has done a big no-no, and it's not totally her fault. So when I painted this door, I made the mistake of not sanding the plastic frame that goes all the way around the window. Most people don't paint this from what I've seen, but I had seen this door painted solid black online and was like, you know, I want mine to look like that. But Salem likes to look in the window at night when we're watching TV or whatever. And so she scratched it and it's just peeling off. You can see it's not bonded at all. So I'm about to try to peel this off, just probably this right here. The rest is held up really well, so I'm not worried about it. But I think I'm gonna peel that bottom layer off and sand it and repaint it black. Yeah, it's not peeling off of the actual door. It's literally just the plastic frame. So I can't be too upset with Salem over this because she didn't know. And I could totally just peel it all off and leave it white, but I don't like that either because I'm afraid it'll constantly look dirty, and I don't like the looks of it being white. Okay, I'm gonna go get a razor blade so that I don't like get up into this part and into here. I did a little bit right there, but I don't wanna have to do all of this, just the part where I know she scratches. like I said, I'm just gonna sand this off, or just give it a good sand so it can create a bond and stick. Speaking of Salem, say, Salem. I did have a little faux pas up there, but for the most part, look at this. Super great. And I didn't have to cut in. I did have a little bit of a bleed right there. Not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and peel the rest of this. There you have it. That window is now complete, but I'm happy to have gotten that done. Now I'm gonna move back to the front door and finish it up. Okay, so I just put the last coat on, and I'm gonna try to peel this and hope that it does not all come off. I probably should be using my razor blade, but I just took that and put it up, and that's not paint, that's like window glue. Okay, wish me luck. Yay! Looks great. Okay, there it is, all new until Salem destroys it again. Hopefully she won't be able to now since I sanded it. She's like, let me try. No, Salem, silly kitty cat. So I've just been sitting up on the front porch enjoying my coffee, and while sitting there, I'm kind of constantly looking out, observing the land, and I noticed something going across the front here. Honey Salem followed me out here too. Let's see what she thinks of this guy. Cute. Seems kind of friendly. This is a pretty big turtle, and we have not seen this one before. Last week I told you that we sprayed a herbicide called Grazon on our neighbor's acreage for him, and so this week we are doing ours and just trying to knock out all the weeds. I thought it was kind of funny because the Ring doorbell captured this video for me. But anyways, again, this is Grazon, and it is safe for your animals and livestock.
Arr, me hates twine.
So it constantly gets tangled up in our mower. So every time we find it now, we try to cut it up out of the ground. It's everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. I'm just following him with his bucket. Oh my. That's the mesh. I'm pretty convinced we're going to be battling hay twine for the rest of our lives here on the farm.
Hey guys, remember this is our trim for the inside of the house. I decided to make some transitions for Braden and Curry's house. So I got my measurement, started this way, and then what I did...
Don't look at our junkie barn.
Yeah, don't look at the junkie barn. I turned this at a 45 and cut the edges, and turned it and cut the edges on both sides. And then what I did is, because it was such an angle, I took about a 1/4 inch off of that angle and then ran it through the planer to get the depth that I needed.
To get the depth that he needed.
And I'm just doing a really quick job. But anyway, that's our transition. You can see it's not that super thick, so they'll be able to, you know, walk across it. Like I said, started with that angle at a 45 and then cut part of it. You can see where it's flat, and then just sanded that kind of smooth and around it. It's a cheap, inexpensive way. It took me about 30 minutes to do that. And I know these transitions cost money, but we couldn't find the ones in the widths that we wanted, and we were gonna have to cut them anyway, so we might as well just make them. So yeah, there you go.
He's gonna go install it, and then we have to find a stain that we like for it. He ended up having to plane one a little bit more and kind of thin it. So that's what you're seeing here. Now then, we're just kind of doing a test run on them and just installing them and making sure they fit and are going to look okay. And then we're going to have one of our boys, they both work at Spectrum Paint. We're going to have one of them mix a custom stain for us to match the floors as best they can. So we're out here at Curry and Braden's house, and the sheetrock guy came today to fix all of the electrician's mess ups. And I gotta say, so far, this guy has done a really great job. He'll be back tomorrow to finish up, hopefully, but we're pretty impressed with what we're seeing tonight. It's looking pretty good. All these holes that he's had to fill in and take care of. And then tomorrow he'll be back to, like I said, finish up and shoot texture. And then we can paint and be done until the power company comes and connects. Hello. Okay, so I am out at Curry and Braden's house today, as you can see. And a couple of weeks ago, we put the hardware on the cabinets, and then we got a call from the cabinet maker, and he said, hey, I'm coming out to adjust the cabinets and put all the bumpers on. So he came out. Someone had put some of the doors on back or upside down. So I had got all these beautiful knobs installed. So when he flipped them upright the right way, that knob was up there. And that knob was up there. So today I puttied those up and put the knobs in the right places. And I'm finishing up installing knobs on the bathroom. And then we are also going to touch up the paint. Hold on. The guy that came and did our sheetrock, you guys, he was so good. I mean, he did a really great job patching these holes and finishing out with the texture. So of course now we have to paint over all this, but we're really impressed. There's the green bean. She's being so good out here. It's hot in here because we obviously don't have electricity and have an air conditioner, but yeah. So after I finish these cabinet knobs, I'm gonna be painting
Curry is out here with me, helping do what she can. Yes, so you can see where they're darker places. That's where we have to paint.
I decided to go ahead and do all the touch-up paint myself rather than waiting on the painters to come back. They're on a lot of big jobs right now and couldn't give us a guaranteed date. So I just wanted to get this knocked out so that we could move forward and Curry and Braden could maybe start setting up their bedrooms and all. Of course, they have a lot of cleaning to do because just all the dust and sheetrock powder and all that. You know, they've tried to stay on top of things and keep it as clean as possible along the way, which is very helpful because you don't want that kind of stuff piling up. But now that I'm getting this finished up, they can do that. They can start setting up Greenlee's room and their bedroom and the living room and all. And then we'll be waiting for the power company. We've told you that. Now we're at about 2 weeks out on getting power connected, and we're really excited about that.
So here's a little painting tip and trick for you. You may have already seen this somewhere or whatnot. I've shown you before too that you can use a casserole dish if you don't have a painting tray. I don't have any paint liners, and I really don't want to wash this out. This is old paint from who knows when. So I've got my press and seal. And I'm just gonna make my own liner. And then whenever I'm done painting, I just pull all this out and throw it away. Saves having to go buy a paint liner, and it's easy.
In case you might be wondering and didn't catch this in one of the vlogs a couple of weeks ago, we are doing Chantilly lace throughout the house. Cabinets, walls, doors, trim, everything, Chantilly lace.
Hey there, welcome to the end of week 68. All right, this may seem like a very strange location for our porch talk. I'm in our bathroom, so yeah, it is kind of strange and awkward, but other stuff's going on in the house, and this was the most quiet place for me to be right now. Mike has had a very busy day socializing today. He got to go play golf, he got to coach bowling, he got to go play poker with all his guys, and I worked hard all day. I got to rub that in a little bit, but it was a super great day, just getting a lot done out at Curry and Braden's house, getting the paint finished up, having the sheetrock textured and finished, was just like big things checked off of our list for their house. That just leaves us waiting now on the power company, PSO, to come connect, and they are about 2 weeks out. Braden was in contact with Chris, our guy that we love so much, earlier in the week, and he said about 2 more weeks we'll be there. So hopefully that is the time frame, and or maybe sooner. But I just want to take a second and invite you guys, if you're local, to a very special event happening tomorrow, Sunday, June 4th. And it's at our church, Open Door, and we're having a Friends and Family Day, and we would love to see you there. We have Bible class starting at 9:30, worship at 10:30, and then we're gonna have a cookout and fellowship and games out in the parking lot, and it's just gonna be a really great day, and we hope that you can join us. If not, then that's okay. We will look forward to seeing you on here next Saturday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, let us hear from you, and I would love to know your summer plans. So drop me some comments below, let me know what you have planned for this summer, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching.